Welcome to 228main.com. This is Katie Leibman, the Director of Communications, reading the best of the blog to you. Public policies and personal choices. Clients, there's been plenty of buzz in the public sphere. Policy changes are on their way in many arenas, including potential tax breaks, increases in the national debt, and cutbacks in benefits. Some of you have been wondering what it will all mean for you. It makes sense to have questions, especially when so many issues are in play right now. Here are a few of the policies that could impact you or someone you know. For most people, the historically large 2018 tax cuts have been extended. Some new breaks have been put in place. The limit on the national debt has been raised by $5 trillion to accommodate bigger budget deficits. Social Security and Medicare are expected to run short of the funds to pay full benefits sooner than previously forecast. People buying individual health insurance on the exchanges are losing substantial subsidies beginning January 1st, 2026. We know the pendulum swings back and forth, and mandates to change law are sometimes modified before they can even go into effect. But it can still pay to do some planning when changes could be headed our way. You may have questions about where to start, and the answers will depend on the particulars of your own situation. Instead, we'll try to speak generally to some of the personal choices you might consider. For those who are years or decades away from retirement, you might commit to higher monthly deposits to your long-term investments. If Social Security benefits could be lower when you reach retirement, you might offset the difference by socking away more now toward a 401k, Roth IRA, or other long-term investment balance. For those who depend on ACA or exchange health insurance and receive income-based subsidies, you could keep some extra flexibility in your short-term budget until you know how the subsidy cuts will affect you. Premiums may rise significantly for some people. For those who are retired and have resources to spare, you might consider some targeted philanthropy. Individuals and families are facing cuts to health and nutrition programs, cuts that helped fund the tax breaks. For example, our local and regional food banks are under greater stress, as some programs and grants have already been eliminated, and reductions in food benefits will only increase the number of people seeking help. No matter what stage of life you find yourself in, it may be more important than ever to make sure that your long-term money is invested for the long term, meaning that long-term money is invested for growth rather than stability. Think of it this way. Higher government deficits may mean higher inflation, which typically makes the value of things go up while hurting the purchasing power of dollars. Rather than burying those dollars in the backyard, where the erosion will be worse, we put them to work, buying stock. Stock represents indirect ownership of the real assets of companies. It's in mining operations and railways, factories and foundries, offices and stores, and on and on. Investing for the long term means we have a chance to capture the growth of dollars out there in the world, at work. A lot of it comes back to this. So much seems beyond our control, yet it always pays to think creatively. How do we make the most of it? Call or email us when you're ready to talk. Disclosure. Content in this material is for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. For more content like this, subscribe to our weekly email at 228main.com/newsletter. Until next time, stop by and see us at 228main.com, online or on Main.